What's going on, guys? So I'm doing a little bit of a different style video today. I am a big fan of the Topher and Tedward, who do the POV style videos. So I figured today would be a good day since it's raining out and there's nothing else to do. I'm doing a little bit of what Tedward would call a therapy drive, and just go over my impressions of the car so far. We're at 8,300 miles, and talk about the new wheel and tire setup and how I feel about that. So let's take a look, show you the car. 2022 Hyundai Elantra N. And you can see my winter wheel package here. And these are 18x8 with Continental DWS 06 tires, 245 4018s. The wheels are called Sport Editions. Give you a quick walk around the car. So I've got my end screen up here. I'll show you what it defaults to. When you start the car normally, you'll just get this screen. I have a wireless Apple CarPlay dongle that I can plug in and have this is my phone over here that I have mounted on my quad lock that I use for my bike. It fits perfectly there for the Death Star does nothing graphic. So actually, I love putting it there. It just kind of like feels like an extra screen, and I can see stuff if something pops up on my phone. But of course, with the wireless Apple CarPlay, it'll display if I have any messages or anything like that on the screen. But typically, if I'm going around, if I'm driving around having some fun, I'll just put it in the N mode, and I have all my information up there. All right, we're gonna get going here, and I just love this. Like, it shows you what gear you're in. It shows you all just the important information. I did have where the turbo is, I had brake pressure. That's what it comes stock, but I don't really care about brake pressure. And the reason why I put the turbo pressure there is because if you're in N mode, right, I have my turbo pressure up there, but if you hit NGS, you can see it covers the turbo, it covers the PSI there. So I want to have it there, so if I'm hitting NGS, I can see what PSI I'm going in. But enough of the rambling, let's get going here and do a little POV drive for you guys. Put it in N custom because N mode does stiffen it up, full stiffness on the suspension. But my N custom, I have it to the softest suspension setting. And let's see what my other settings are here. Softest as far as suspension and steering feel goes. Engine I have in sport, so it's a little less jerky, because in full N mode, it's it's ready to go in the highest possible gear. And then everything else is set. Transmission too, I have in sport, and that again just is for the gearing. Like if I have it in full N mode, I'll show you here. Well, now we're cruising, but basically certain RPMs, oh, there we go, it already downshifted. But if I have it in my custom, it'll keep it down. So basically the N custom I have set up is more for like slow cruising, or if I am hitting it, it's still, this transmission is so intelligent and so good, it'll still just downshift very quickly if I want to get on it and I'm going crazy on the back roads or whatever. But the suspension softening is just perfect for me, and the steering softening is perfect with this particular setup that I have going here. So while we're kind of just cruising along here, I have a car in front of me. So unfortunately, this is one of my favorite back roads, but we're gonna have to take it slow here with the car in front of us. But I'll tell you my impressions of the wheels and tires so far. I'm gonna start off with I'll start off with the cons. And really the only con that I have so far is I'm at times kind of go back and forth on the looks. When it's kind of dark out, and like it is now because it's been raining, the wheels just look obviously very dark. They're black. So you just lose a lot of the, I don't know, some of the styling from the bigger wheels of the 19s. As far as the cornering capabilities of the Continental DWS-06 compared to the Pilot Sport 4Ss, I really honestly have not felt that big of a difference. These tires are considered, you know, high performance tires, ultra high performance, however they categorize them. So they actually handle really, really well. I did know this coming from having them before on my Mazda Speed 6, which was all-wheel drive. This obviously is front-wheel drive, but this car handles incredibly well for a front-wheel drive car. I haven't pushed it, haven't taken it on a track, I haven't pushed it to where the tires are squealing or anything like that, because again, it's been raining so much here. But just from the spirited driving I've done, and you know, just quick little bursts of speed, they've been great. They handle really, really well. But I think once I do push it to the max, they're not going to have the handling capabilities of the PS4S, of course. As far as the pros go, they far outweigh the cons in this with these new tires and wheels. The pros are ride comfort is so much better with these. This car, again, was not uncomfortable with the 19s, but with the 18s, it's just so much more compliant just in regular driving. And then especially hitting any kind of imperfection or pothole, these things just absorb the impact so much better than the 19s. Also, road noise. These tires are just so much less noisy than the PS4Ss. Oh, we're gonna have a little bit of a break here, so let's have a little fun. We'll go into manual shift mode here. The pops just never get old. And you can see, I mean, it's wet out, so I'm not going to push it incredibly hard, but I wouldn't be able to do that in the Charger. The Charger would be kicking the back end out and it would be a disaster. But in this car, you can just really push it through the corners, and even in the wet. Little NGS mode there. All right, we're gonna chill it out here. You just hold the pedal down to get back into automatic mode. So going back to the tires, better compliance as far as going over bumps, better road noise, and then the other thing about them is the wet handling. These things handle better than the PS4Ss in the wet. Those tires are great in the dry, but in the wet, especially dipping down in the temperatures, they're definitely not as good as these. So these definitely will outperform it in the wet. Like I said, the benefits of these far outweigh the cons. So very, very happy with this setup. I'll show you, got my screen on. This is one of the best features about this car, is having all this information right here at your fingertips. Now, the other thing I should say too, pro, as far as I'm concerned, is the steering feel. The lighter wheels combined with the tires, the steering feel has lightened up. It's not like I was complaining about how heavy the steering was with this car with the 19s, but it's nice that it lightened up just a little bit, because in full N mode it is pretty heavy. So now it's you know, in full N mode it's a little bit lighter, and it's just, everything's just kind of, I don't know, it's just a little bit more compliant, and it just makes the car absolutely perfect in my opinion. Like I said, the only downside really is the looks, but in the summertime I might go back to the 19s. We'll see when it warms up. And then of course, like I said, the dry handling, going full out, the PS4Ss are definitely going to out handle the Continentals, as well as just having a smaller sidewall is going to handle better. So this is always a fun little crest here. You can't really see over the edge. This is the best part. You just put it into eco mode or regular mode, or I guess it's called normal mode, and then it just becomes small sedan, comfortable, not noisy. It's just really the best of both worlds. So I can't really say enough about this car. You guys know from my other videos, I really love it. Now that I've gotten used to the seats, you know, it's comfortable enough to take on long trips. I kind of know how to adjust my body a little bit to get comfortable in them. And I actually find in the wintertime, the heating, the seat warmers really help with the comfort of the seat. I don't know what it is, but it just, I think because these seats are, you know, so bolstered, it's almost like the heat just envelops your whole body, and it's really nice. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is my gas mileage so far. Now, this tank of gas, I have done 0 highway driving. So this is I've just been putting around town, driving my son to school, you know, errands and stuff like that. And I'm still averaging almost 25 miles per gallon. Although this MPG readout on the dash is eager, we'll just say that. So I use an app on my phone and keep track of the gas mileage every time I fill up. And so I know what the actual mileage is. And I can definitely say this readout is not accurate whatsoever, but it's close enough, and that's good enough for me. I'll scroll through the drive information here. So you can see on this drive, I'm averaging 26. Overall, just a tick under 30 according to this, but with my calculations from my app, it's just a tick under 29. So I'm averaging close to 29 miles per gallon in this car, which is better than the Accord 2.0 T that I had before. So this car is actually getting a little bit better gas mileage than that car. And I mean, 10 plus better gas mileage than the Charger, of course. I mean, that's a given, right? But it's just so nice to have a performance car that gets great gas mileage. So there's really not much to complain about in here. The car has been rock solid as far as reliability. Here we're gonna put it in, this is normal mode. We're gonna put it in sport. Steering gets a little heavier, the exhaust gets a little louder, but it doesn't pop and bang, and the suspension firms up just a hair. So it's kind of like just like one level up for the feel of the whole car. I really like the gauges. A lot of people will put these gauges as like their main gauge. You can actually do that in the settings. It is probably the easiest to read and the most sporty looking. Alright guys, well that's going to conclude this video, the POV video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you have any questions, just hit me up in the comment section. I appreciate all comments and try to answer as many as I can. And as always, like and subscribe if you haven't. Till the next video, peace out.